Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all okay. We are going to have a look at today how to record your expenses. So this might seem like something that is easy to do, but there are a lot of people that do get it wrong. So I just want to show you how, from my point of view as an accountant, how we would like you to record your expenses. So some of this will be fairly easy because you guys are probably on accounting software, but we are also going to have a look at spreadsheets as well and how to record your expenses on there. So we're going to have a look at accounting software first. I am going to be using Xero, but I just want to say that all of the accountancy packages that are out there are practically all the same. They all do the same sort of thing. They are just laid out differently. So what I'm doing on Xero is possible to do on all these different types of accounting software as well. So don't think, oh, she's using Xero, that doesn't apply to me if I'm using QuickBooks or Sage. They all do exactly the same thing. So you will be able to do what I'm doing on your software. So let's have a look at Xero first. So I'm just going to share my screen. So we are currently looking at a demo company on Xero. So again, this will be exactly the same on any other system. They are just all laid out differently. Some a little bit more complicated than others, but that's a completely different Zoom. So when your bank is linked, okay, you'll probably see this reconcile transactions. I'm not going to go through how to reconcile your bank with you because again, I just want to keep this just how to record your expenses, and that's it. So what we want to do first is set up the foundations of our accounting software so that it is exactly how we want it to be as a dance school. So in order to do that, we need to go into the chart of accounts. Okay, so like I said, chart of accounts will be on every single accounting software package out there because that is the basis of accounts. So I'm just going to open that up. I'm going to see my chart of accounts, and this is all of the expense codes that there could ever be in the world. We can add more in. So this is the hardest thing, is actually trying to figure out where you want to categorize everything, especially when there are so many options. So we're looking here at our direct costs and our overheads. That is probably where you're going to be recording your expenses. So there's lots of different options. So motor vehicle expenses, rent, rates, training, we've got subscriptions, we've got so many options. And like I said, when you first start out doing accounting software, it does take that little bit of time just to get your head around where to post everything. So as dance schools as well, I do like to make my chart of accounts a little bit more tailored to a dance school. So there is the option of adding accounts, which you guys can do. Don't be afraid to add accounts in, because this accounting software is for you as a business and you need to look at it and understand it. And some of the things that we do as accountants can be quite complicated. So if you can just make it as easy for you as possible, then go for it. So if I wanted to add an account in, we are going to have a look down this list to expenses, which is here. We're either going to use a direct cost or an expense or an overhead. So to be fair, I don't want to get into what each of those things are. So we're just going to make it super easy and go for an expense. So we're then going to add a code in. So if I look down here and use the next code, there we go, 402 is available. So I'm going to use that. And in there, I'm going to put teachers. Okay, so that would be me paying my teachers, basically. Sometimes from an accountancy point of view, we call that subcontractors, but like I said, I like it to be tailored to a dance school so that you understand it. So I'm going to add that in. More than likely no VAT, just to keep it simple, and I'm going to press save. Okay, and that will add that in there. And then when I go to look at my reports, I'll see that on my reports. Okay, so that is what you need to do first, is set up that foundation, add as many codes in as you want. Okay, so like I said, as long as it's tailored for you and you understand it, then that is all that matters. From there, we're just going to head back into our bank feed. Like I said, exactly the same on all the other accounting softwares if your bank feed's connected. I'm going to go into my reconcile 29 items. Then you will see here all of the items on the left are all spent money, and all the ones on the right receive money. But we're only going to look at spent money today. So this will get, again, this will come through from your bank account. So we've got fast pay here, which I'm going to pretend is one of my teachers. So I'm going to have someone called Shelley that works for me. Shelley Jones, just to make that literally just popped in my head. And then I just set up that teacher's code. So I know that I've done that. I'm going to start typing teachers in here, and I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to put Shelley Jones, dance teaching for June 2023. Okay. I'm then going to press OK on that, and that disappears. And that is how we go through and we categorize those expenses. So I'm just going to take another one. Again, I'm kind of making this up because this bank feed is for a demo company rather than for like a dance school. So I'm just using my imagination as I'm going as well. So this smart agency one, I'm going to pretend that this is hall hire. I'm going to pretend it's rent for one of my halls that I hire on a monthly basis. So I'm going to pretend this is St. John's Church. Now, this is the other thing that you can do when you have any of these accounting softwares. You should be able to drop down and have a look through all of the different codes that there are. So this is the bit that I say takes the most amount of time, is trying to find out where you would put everything. So don't be worried if you're starting out on your journey with accounting software and thinking to yourself, oh my God, this is taking so much time. That doesn't matter. If you just keep doing it, if you just keep looking through here, you will eventually start to remember where to post things. So it's just that initial learning stage, which I think frightens people sometimes. So if I have a look down this list, I'm going to do it quite slowly. And we're going to have a look out for rent, which is there. So I'm going to pop that into rent. I'm going to put St. John's Church, June hall hire. Just going to change that to no VAT. If you're set up properly, then you wouldn't have a VAT option on there. And you're going to press OK on that. And again, that is how you categorize those expenses. So if you're on accounting software, you just need to go through each transaction and post it somewhere. Okay. I always say that with all of these software packages, it doesn't really matter, or it does matter where you post it. But if you make a mistake or you feel like you've popped something in the wrong place, that is the part that doesn't matter, because everything can be moved, it can be changed, it can be edited, it can be deleted if it's that wrong. So don't be afraid to make errors on here, and do just go and have a good go at trying to figure out where to post everything. And if in doubt, contact your accountant and just say, I've done this, can you check it over, make sure everything's in the right place? And they should be more than happy to help you. So that's that from a accounting software point of view. Now I'm just going to stop sharing, and we're just going to go back to a spreadsheet. So we also have, right, I've just done a blank spreadsheet here. So I do have the spreadsheet that I have been sending out to people. So that is coming out to some of you. If you do want a copy of that spreadsheet, then let me know. What we're going to do here, if my computer will let me, there we go, is I'm just going to show you what we would do if we had a spreadsheet and a bank statement. So again, it's just that part of categorizing things that we have to do on here. So sometimes we get a spreadsheet through from our clients and all that they've done is listed out their bank statement. That's all they've done. But we really do need to do that categorizing part of this as well. So I'm going to pretend that I've got my bank statement in front of me. I've got the date on my bank statement. I've got the narrative, which would be like who the payment is to. We've got the total that we've paid. And then just along the top here, I'm going to put in a few codes, kind of just like what we've done on Xero. So we're going to have teachers. I'm going to have hall hire. Let's have another couple of examples. Let's have exam expenses. And then a couple of normal things like postage, stationery, and things like that. So you would just, again, you pop in as many different words up here as you want to do. As long as all of your expenses go into somewhere. Oh, another one that I'm just going to pop on is motor vehicle expenses. All right. So I'm just going to have to do that because I've got OCD. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to sum these as well. All right. So I'm just going to pretend that I've got my bank statement in front of me. I'm going to pretend it is the 1st of July 23. Again, I'm taking this from my bank statement. So I've got a bank statement in front of me. I'm just copying out what's on that bank statement. So you can also download a CSV as well, which is a nice thing about all of these banks nowadays. So you can probably download a CSV and then just analyze your bank statements out. So let's pretend I haven't got a CSV and it's just a PDF, and I'm just copying out what is on my bank statement. And I paid Shelley Jones £200 and she is a teacher. Okay. And then that just goes into my total. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing again. I'm going from my bank statement. I'm going to say that I paid Tesco fuel and I spent £50. So in the end, you would just keep going through. This would be everything from your bank statement. Let's go for £300. And in the end, you would have your entire year's worth of expenses on this spreadsheet from your bank statement. Okay. We would then at the end of the year just total everything up like so. And again, I have have massive OCD when it comes to things like this. So I have to do it properly. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, we would just keep going through. We would have these, let's do a post office, pretend I went to the post office and paid £3.70 for postage. But yeah, in the end, we would just have totals of everything that has gone through our bank statements. And this side should just be all of our expenses from our bank statements. And that is how we should be doing it on a spreadsheet. So that is, I'm just going to stop sharing now for a second. So that is how we should be recording expenses on a spreadsheet and via accounting software. So I know it's not always that simple, but that is the most simplistic way of doing it. And yeah, like I said, there's a lot more complications, I think, than how simple I've just made it. So if you do have any issues, use what I've shown you as a basis. Then, like I said, you can contact your accountant and just say, I've just got these transactions and I don't really know where to put them. Where do you want me to categorize them? And like I said, they should be more than happy to help you and tell you where to put these things. If you want to contact the Accounting for the Arts page, you are more than welcome to do that as well. Pop a message, put a post on, and I will pick that up when I can. So again, you can just say, I don't know where to post this. Can you just let me know? And yeah, that is how we do the expenses side of things. So yeah, hopefully that all makes sense. Do go back and have a a rewatch if it doesn't make sense. And if you have any questions at all on that, then please do let me know. Hope that was all okay. Thank you, guys.